the US to Taiwan. Now who can say that? I wanna play back. Mama knew I was a needle in a haystack. Oh, body boy, plus way back. I got a feeling it's a rap. ASAP.
Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling. Yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before. No, I get a good feeling. Yeah.
Well, welcome everybody to this week's Leadership Academy. My name is Paul Engelman. I am a triple diamond with Rain International. You know, this is a weekly training that we do for our distributors to help them learn more about the products, to help them learn more about how to present the products, more about the principle of leverage, which is really the driving force behind this industry. And also we're going to hear from just regular folks like myself and like others who this business has affected in positive ways. And then we'll also learn some principles of leadership, and that happens every week. So we're proud to support our distributors in this way. And also, if perhaps you were invited and you're just looking at this opportunity, this is a chance for you to see the kind of support that you would receive as a Rain associate yourself. So without further ado, what I'd like to do is talk a little bit about a couple of the products that are really my favorite. I call them the tent poles of Rain because they were the original products. Let me see if I can share my screen with you here. Okay, here we are. Okay, we're sharing, I guess. Very good. Okay. Well, first of all, you know, the concept behind Rain in general is a very powerful and a very simple concept. And that is that basically seeds are the source of all life. Seeds have such a high concentration of nutrition, 20 to 30 times the concentration of nutrients in that little seed than what grows from them. Seeds have all the vitamins, minerals, enzymes, proteins, everything that your body could need are contained in those seeds. The problem is you can't just sit down and eat a bowl of seeds because your body couldn't use that as effectively, and you might spend some time in a certain room. But what Rain has done is they have created a way to extract that nutrition from the seeds in a way that doesn't damage any of it, and make it into something that is bioavailable for your body to use. That is the concept behind all the products. So that being said, I want to talk about Soul and Soul Red. Uh, these are just some of my favorite products. They're the first products that I tried. And you can see it says it defies the aging process. And that's really true. And there have been tests done on that we can talk about. But these products work at the cellular level to fight some of the effects of stress, environmental pressures, and aging. Now, we live in a world where that's a real problem. You know, we're under stress. We are exposed to environmental toxins and things on a daily basis that challenge our health. And really, honestly, the food that we're eating is probably not the best. And even if we're trying to eat well, a lot of those crops come from genetically modified seeds, and it's just different than it used to be. So it's hard for us to get this nutrition, and that's what's so exciting about these products is that they make up that nutrition deficit that we're all sort of struggling with. Now, the key ingredients in both of these products, which they both share, are first of all black cumin seed, that extract. Now, if you haven't looked up the health benefits of black cumin seed, do yourself a favor, go Google it right now. Black cumin seed health benefits. It will blow your mind. It is just it's so wide ranging. It's such a cool little seed, and it does so many wonderful things. Chardonnay grapeseed has very, very high levels of antioxidants and other anti-aging components. And then D-ribose is also in both of those products. That's a 5-carbon sugar that naturally occurs in every cell of your body. And it's a key component in the process of turning food into energy. It helps to facilitate the production of, I'm going to say a long word, you don't need to know this, but in facilitating the production of something called adenosine triphosphate. They just call it ATP. And that's like the battery of your cells. It's what gives you that energy. And that's why you feel so much energy when you take these products. Now, individually, Sol has black raspberry seed, and that's very high in antioxidants. Sol Red has red raspberry seed, which is really great for your heart health. Now, these products have been tested at Brunswick Laboratories to kind of see how do live human cells react to these products. Well, my goodness, it reduced inflammation up to 80, well, nearly 80% at the cellular level. Why is that important? Because inflammation is a disease trigger. You know, I mean, a lot of us are walking around chronically inflamed. And so it can cause a lot of problems. And if you can reduce inflammation, you can increase health. Helps to maintain proper heart function, as I said, helps to boost immunity, once again, at the cellular level, improves circulation. Now, that's really important also. You've got to, those nutrients need to get where they need to go. So circulation is really important, and it provides long-lasting energy. Athletes love these products because, number one, it gives them energy, helps to increase stamina, and then helps to reduce recovery time also because it reduces that inflammation. So, you know, you just feel better, you perform better. This is not just products, it's for all ages, from children and young, from babies to, you know, the aged. So that's another wonderful thing about these products. Now, there are resources that you've got as Rain Associates where you can learn a little bit more about Sol and Sol Red and all the other products. In your back office, you have information sheets, you have the Vitality magazine, and another great resource is the Hidden in Plain Sight video that goes through every single one of those products. Well, that's the product segment, guys. I'm going to stop the sharing. Now, I want to pass the time over to my good friend Ann Feinstein. Ann is a former teacher, and then she became a consultant, and then later in her life she became an expert in creating leverage, an expert in the concept of leverage, and she's here to talk to you about that. So over to you, Ann.
Have you ever wondered why some people become wealthy and others struggle with credit card debt? Well, if you've been wondering that, then you've come to the right place because we're going to talk about how to create the freedom that all of us want to live in order to have the ultimate lifestyle opportunity. So guys, I'm going to tell you a little bit about how this works in terms of what we're doing here and how we actually make things happen with our business here at Rain. And I can tell you that one of the most exciting aspects for me has been the opportunity to build the ultimate lifestyle giving people the freedom, the financial freedom, the health freedom, the freedom to do what you want to do, where you want to do it, when you want to do it, and with whom you want to do it. And the idea of leverage, I want you to think about this because it's really powerful. This is something that, you know, really screamed out to me. And that was when you have leverage or you're creating leverage, okay, you have the opportunity to work with people in this case here with Rain in over 40 countries. That gives you language differences, that gives you locations, that gives you skill sets. You know, we say, you know, people have different circles of influence, they have buying power. It just becomes unlimited as to what you can do in order to attract people to an opportunity like we have here, not only to change their lives on the health side, which you've heard about, but also to be able to make a significant difference for themselves, for their families, for their communities, and even for their country. So let's take a little look at how that works in terms of leverage. And you don't have to just think in terms of being a very big, successful person, but you can look at what we can do here with the mega trends that we have. There are huge opportunities with social entrepreneurship. And I say that with my, you know, my complete an utter heartfelt understanding after having been on an incredible trip here and just recently last week on Costa Rica, where we had an opportunity to go out and do some amazing things with the Seeds for Change Foundation and plant trees, over 100 trees over in Costa Rica to make a difference. And we do social entrepreneurship every single day when we're going out there and giving people an opportunity to change their lives, to change their health, to change their financial future. We also do that because we want to talk about a healthy lifestyle. I can tell you guys, that's been my entire talk for the last 35 years, is about living a healthy lifestyle and giving people that, what we're calling today, an opportunity to have a side gig. Because I remember what it was like being trapped in a 40-story office building, working 60 to 80 hours a week in Manhattan and dreaming about the weekends, until I realized that, I could start something on those non-productive hours that I had in the evenings and on the weekends and create a side gig that would ultimately give me the opportunity to do this on a full-time basis. So think about it. And think about where we were before and what we have here today with social marketing. I mean, the media, the social media that we have today with Facebook and Instagram and all the platforms that are out there, that we can get our message out there and we can talk about the value that we have here at Rain. Incredible, incredible values to make a difference in people's lives. And then we can set our own hours. We can choose who we want to work with. We have unlimited income potential. And I can tell you guys, there's no glass ceiling here. The glass ceiling is only what's up in here. Okay, so if you visualize yourself having the kind of lifestyle that we had last week, going on a trip, enjoying time together with the top leadership, okay, being either maybe even go gold, okay, which we have coming up. Think about it. We're going to have a chance to go and spend time out in Salt Lake City during the summer, because there's certain people here in the US that are really going to strive, okay, to hit gold, and to do that in order to be able to live the lifestyle and to have a touch of what it feels like to be able to enjoy life at the highest level. And I'm telling you, they're going to be planning an amazing event out there for the Go Gold. So get back with the person who's invited you if you're here tonight listening to this, and find out what do you have to do in order to be on that Go Gold trip. And, we always become successful here by helping others. So if you're here looking at this for the very first time, I'm telling you something, guys. There's magic here in terms of having the ultimate lifestyle through a side gig, working with who you want to work with, when you want to work, and where you want to work. And the travel opportunities, are just so exciting. Just got back from Costa Rica. Okay, planning a grand opening trips over in Italy. And then from Italy, we're going over to Istanbul. And then there's a whole presidential tour. You get a chance to see the world. And I'll tell you guys, the last 35 years, I've been to places that I never even imagined. Okay, because I created a business that gave me the opportunity to work with the people I really love working with, and visiting locations around the world, and having a business that here at Rain, you can have it in 16 different time zones, just across the world, so that when you're going to bed at night, your team could be waking up in the morning. And when you're working during the day, they could be going to bed at night, and you have something that's working 24 hours a day for your personal and your financial success and growth. So think about this. We talk about this entrepreneurship, of the social entrepreneurship, and being so much a part of what we have here at Rain. And I can tell you that starts at the very top. Okay, Travis Parry and Jeff Higginson, the owner and president of the company, are such amazing social entrepreneurs, wanting to give all of us the best opportunity, the best products. And as I always say, integrity starts at the top and it just permeates down from there. And I'll tell you guys, okay, there's no two better examples than those two gentlemen in terms of their hearts, their souls, and what they want to do in the world, and how they want to, give back. And that's a big part of what we have here. Now, the beautiful thing is that all of us get a chance to harness leverage, okay, to unleash it, just like Cuban has done, and Oprah and Bezos and Rowling. And guys, you know what they've done between writing books or, creating one of the greatest, most amazing global buying power that Bezos has created, Oprah with networks, and creating again, over and over again, having leverage, okay, all over. And the same with Cuban, with all the investments that he's made in different types of businesses. And I will tell you something that is so truthful, and that is you are either employing leverage yourself or you're working for someone else who has leverage and you're part of that leverage. So that's a choice you have to make. Okay. And how does that work? Let's talk about that. Because many people will say, oh, I'm so busy, I don't have time. Well, guess what? Let me tell you a secret. Okay. The time element is taken care of based on having the right set of leverage. And the leverage can come from you having, 15 hours a week, 3 hours here, 3 hours there, and working your business, in, again, your non-productive hours. But imagine then what happens when you have two more people and they each have 15 hours. Okay, now all of a sudden, the leverage becomes not just 15, but it becomes 45. But look what happens when those two people, okay, bring on two other people. Okay, now you've taken your 15 from 45, okay, to 105. Okay, that's the excitement that you have here. So when somebody says, I don't have a lot of time, well, guess what? Okay, we've got tools that can help them with that time factor. I always say the mobile app is the most amazing thing that we have here to help people with leverage. Because while you're talking to someone, you could easily, grab their details, shoot them out, or if you have their details, make sure you have the right details and shoot them out a video or shoot them out a brochure or share with them information right there, while you're talking. It's magic what we can do today based on leverage and having the ability to take ourselves and multiply ourselves over and over again if we follow the system. Now, we have a system, we have tools. You're going to learn all about that because they're amazing in being able to support you and being able to take that 15 hours and to be totally productive with revenue producing activities. Meaning that you're talking to your list, you're expanding your list, you're inviting people, presenting, following up. All that can be worked into that 15 hours a week. Okay. Now, we have 9 ways to earn. Okay. And I'm not going to go into deep details, but I will tell you this. There is ways that you can earn and earn back, okay, and your investment very quickly with our fast start bonuses, our partner bonuses, our senior partner bonuses. Okay, guys, you grab into that along with, the fast start commissions that you can earn with helping people in your team. You could be earning back your investment within the first couple of days, seriously, and certainly within the first week. We also have customer reward programs. So if somebody chooses to be a customer, okay, they can actually get the best prices. We say preferred customer prices. They also begin to accumulate RAIN rewards, RAIN cash rewards. So ultimately, anybody that's on an auto ship earns those rewards and they can use it to go shopping in their back office for RAIN products. Guys, this is so cool. The longer you're on the auto ship, okay, the more money you earn. And you can see that right in the back office. So you don't even have to worry about tabulating it. And the same thing with the fast start bonuses, the partner bonus, and the senior partner bonus. It's all laid out for you. Now, as you start to build out your 2 teams, you have a right team and a left team. Guess what? Okay, you're going to earn a team commission, meaning 10% of the lesser of the 2 legs. And guys, that really adds up quickly too. Okay, so now you have bonuses when you first start that you can earn quickly and become profitable. As you start to build out your organization, you're then going to earn bonuses based on that. As you are building out your team commission, guess what? Your teams are going to be building out team commissions. And that can go far down into your organization to, again, give you another level of income. And then finally, we have these pools. We have one called the Global Executive Pool, which you start at a certain level. It's you participate in that 1% of all the sales throughout the company, and it can be anywhere in the world. So I love it when I see success happening over in Southeast Asia, or when I see success happening in different parts of Europe or the United States. It may not even be part of my team, but guess what? It's part of that executive pool. Okay, and we all grow that together. And the same for the diamond pool. Okay, when you reach the level of diamond, you go into that 1.5% pool. and you share in that, guys, there is money at the beginning, there's money while you're building out your team, and there's money at the high level. That's what we call a totally balanced compensation plan. So, my suggestion is that if you're listening to this for the first time and you're a guest here, okay, get back to the person who invited you. Let them know that you're serious and you want to know more information about these amazing ways that you can unleash leverage, okay, and create a financial future for you and your family. So, with that, back to you, Paul.
Thanks so much, Ann. That was wonderful. Thank you for sharing that. Well, now we're going to hear from some folks whose lives have been affected for the good by this business. And these are just everyday folks like me and you. And so I'm going to pass it right over to Bettina Christensen. Bettina.
Hello, thank you. My name is Bettina and I'm from Norway. Before Rain, I used to be a full-time school teacher. And that is an amazing profession, but it's also just, all on you, endless hours of work, and you never finish of work. So I struggled big time with my energy and my time management. So after struggling for a while, I finally discovered Rain and the seed nutrition products, and they really helped me out with my energy and all. And so me and my husband, we wanted to have a family, start a family and have children, but I could not picture myself adding a child to the mix, I wanted to live and not just survive life and not risk my health yet again. So I had to start working for more time in my life, more time freedom. And so I started building my business part-time next to my full-time teaching job in January 2020. Part by part, bit by bit, I built, and fast forward to today, I now have full-time income with Rain. I have 2 little boys at home, and I am in control of my own time. And that means the world to me and us as a family. So thank you, and thank you, Rain, for this opportunity. And now, over to you, Suzanne.
Hi, Rain family. I'm Suzanne Ingeman. Before we were in Rain, I was an actress for many, many years, and I enjoyed the benefits and the freedom of residual income. What I love so much about Rain is that once again, I get to enjoy those same benefits and those same freedoms. It's allowed Paul and I to travel the world, meet people from all over, and I just love what Rain can bring to you and to me. Laura, take it away.
Hi, everyone. My name is Laura Weeks. I was initially introduced to Rain back in 2013, and at the time, I was attracted by the power of seed nutrition to be able to help people improve their wellness, improve their performance, live a more comfortable, more highly productive life. After I saw how much these Rain products were changing people's lives, I took a careful look at the business side of Rain. And I realized that there was a tremendous opportunity to develop a side leveraged income opportunity for myself and my family. So I started building a side business with Rain, which eventually expanded worldwide. I love being able to help people develop a side income. I love being able to help people improve their lives. And I love the fact that with Rain, I have an income coming in every single Friday, whether I'm in the office or not. See, I love the work my husband and I do, caring for patients in our integrative medical clinic, but that is not a leveraged business. If we're not in the office, we're not getting paid. With Rain, as I said, every single Friday, whether I'm in Tahiti, whether I'm in New York City, whether I'm in London building my business, whether I'm just working outside in my organic garden, I know that we're getting a check every single Friday. I truly appreciate the importance of building secondary diversified income streams to help reduce the economic vulnerability that people face. That is as important as health solutions. With Rain, we get to do both. And from my perspective, it's a complete win-win. Thank you.
Thanks so much, everyone, for sharing your testimonials with us this evening. Now I'd like to introduce a good friend of mine who is also a legend in this network marketing business. He's a, I believe, 14-time New York Times best-selling author, to talk to us about some principles of leadership that will help you in building your business. Over to you, Mr. Randy Gage.
One of the most important things you could do for your entire future, your future health, happiness, and prosperity, is to build a cash flow positive Rain business. Hey, what's up, Rain Nation? Good to see everybody tonight. So I wanted to close this all out talking about recruiting, some recruiting fundamentals. And this is really important because of something that we're going to share on the next Rainmaker University, which will be out, start of next month. It's about how to build a profitable business. And I say, think of this because I can't even imagine going 3 days in a row without having my Rain products, right? I can't imagine. I mean, whatever, if I was traveling, if I got in an accident, if something happened, what they have meant for my health, my energy, a lot of I measure my blood work every 6 months. My blood markers are the greatest they have ever been in my life. And by coincidence, I happen to be the oldest I've ever been in my life. So this is something pretty special. And I know most of you or all of you feel the same way. And you're going to bring in customers and associates who also feel the same way. Like, I don't ever want to contemplate a future where I don't have seed source nutrition for me and my loved ones. And the best way to protect that is to create a cash flow positive business. And the best way to create a cash flow positive business is do the fundamentals of recruiting. Build that base because what I do, I don't look for customers on this day and business builders on the next day, or I don't approach certain people one way and certain people another way. I approach everybody the same, which is, hey, I've got this side gig opportunity. Hey, have you thought about creating a residual income? Hey, have you thought about developing a second income? I always lead with hey, would you be interested in becoming a social entrepreneur? So I'm always leading with the business. And then when people choose, then let me know they're not interested in the business. Then I ask, okay, great. Is there any wellness goals that you haven't yet achieved with your current routine? And that's the question I use to direct the conversation then to the products. And then I want to get them as a customer because I know every single person on earth could benefit from seed source nutrition. So that's my approach. And if you do that, what you do is you get that base very rapidly. You want to get a base of 5 to 10 customers people who are not interested in the business, but they try the products. They're on the Bend, they're on the Pure, the Core, the Beat is another big one. People just feel it, the energy right away. Bright, they feel it right away. Everybody on earth would benefit from Soul and Soul Red to reduce their inflammation, right? So if you're out there actually inviting people to look at the opportunity, you can get 5 to 10 people right away as customers. And then you've got your products covered. You don't ever have to worry about it. Then you find 5 to 10 people who would like to build a business. Start with 5, right? You want to get your 5 Padawan Jedi, people who would like to be social entrepreneurs. And just work in depth with them and follow along with all the training we have and the new associate orientation and all that. And then what you have, if you do that, 5 to 10, by that time, a year in, you've got a solid residual income, solid cash flow positive business. And when you help your people do that, here's the secret formula, right? The mystery of the ages. Nobody with a cash flow positive business ever drops out because they'd be crazy. They get all their products are paid for. Their self-development program is paid for. They make enough to attend the major events when we have an Ascend or a Go Diamond weekend or something. There is literally almost no reason why they would ever drop out, right? Unless some cataclysmic thing happened in their life, right? We get that. But other than that, they're not just going to drop out, because not only would they lose access to their products, but they would even be losing money. So what's the engine that drives profitability in our business? It's recruiting. So I want to just talk about some principles for successful duplication tonight. First one is the big thing is the small thing. And related note, the small thing is the big thing. So what's the big thing? Somebody says, hey, Jimmy, I know my brother-in-law, he is a general in the Pentagon. We're going to get the Army to buy Sol for all the soldiers. I'm going to sell 5 million boxes a week. That's a big thing. And you know what? Why we say it's a small thing? Because it takes 5 years to do something like that. There's all these requests for proposals and bidding contracts and bureaucracy and red tape. And then it never amounts to anything. Somebody says, hey, I know a lady, she cuts the hair of the guy who walks the dog for Shakira. And if we get Shakira in here, she's going to put it on her Instagram account and we'll sign up 20,000 people the first month. That's the big thing. Big thing is the small thing, because if you finally do get to Shakira, she's probably going to say, and I'm not going to speak for her, but I could say most influencers would say, well, you know, for me to endorse a product with my 25 million followers, I need $1 million payment. So the big thing is the small thing. What's the small thing? Find a yoga instructor, find a school teacher, find an HR trainer, somebody with good teaching and training skills. Talk to them about being a social entrepreneur, get them interested in going into business, and take them through the orientation. And that one person who doesn't have 25 million followers on Instagram, who isn't the head of Pentagon procurement, they could go out and build a team of 10,000 people over the next 3 to 5 years. The little thing is the big thing. Number 2 principle, what duplicates is much, much, much more important than what works. Right? If Shakira did join and she, sent a message out to her 50 million Instagram followers and TikTok followers, and she got 3,000 people signed up, great. How many of those 3,000 people would be able to replicate what she did? So even though it works, it's not really as good as what duplicates. Because what duplicates is someone like me, who's a high school dropout, who was able to build a team of more than 200,000 people across 50 countries. Not because I was famous or had some secret agenda. I understood, hey, what matters is what duplicates. Number 3 is going to seem counterintuitive to some of you, but it's this. Recruit for the 90% of the population who are non-sales types, not for the 10% of people who are sales types. Right? There's 10% of any population, they're sellers, they're salespeople. They love to sell, they know how to sell, they know all the closing techniques. They've learned neuro-linguistic programming skills. They have got all the closing, how to overcome all the objection. They sell timeshares or they sell copiers door to door. They can sell, and they love to sell, and they have no fear of rejection. They love to get a no because they say, oh, I love no's. When I get 9 more no's, then I'm going to get a yes. You know what? That's a certain species of human. It's about 10% of the population. 90% of the population are people like me, and probably like most of you. We don't know how to sell. We don't want to know how to sell. And we're deathly afraid of rejection. So here's the question, why I say this is counterintuitive. If I ask you, hey, if you wanted to build a huge team with thousands of people on it, would you want to draw on the group of 90% of the population or the group of 10% of the population? That's where the $1 million breakthrough is. Because everyone else, most of the people in our profession, they chase after the salespeople because they think it's a selling business. In actuality, what we have is a teaching and training business. So if you're a life insurance salesperson or a real estate salesperson, you have 10 network marketing people calling you every month because they think that's the road to nirvana. If you're a school teacher, nobody's calling you. If you're an Uber driver, nobody's calling you. If you're a whatever, nobody's calling you. But yet those people can be duplicated, and there's more of them. And when we show them, hey, we use these external source tools. We don't want you cold calling people. We don't want you talking to strangers. We don't want you knocking on doors. We don't want you pulling a little red wagon with your products in them. We want you to find other social entrepreneurs and put them in front of the tools. The Check It Out video, the Seed of Prosperity video, the Ultimate Lifestyle booklet, the Be the Breakthrough presentations. So you don't have to face that grinding, cold calling stuff, and you don't have to worry about rejection. It's just a sorting business. Approach people, use the tools, and put them in front of the presentation, which is the next principle. Use external source tools. Some of you have been taking RAIN products for a decade, and you are the world's preeminent authority on seed source nutrition. And you wonder why, man, I keep signing up all these people, but they keep dropping out and nobody duplicates me. Nobody gets the same results I do. Because you're using you instead of using a tool. Finally, the last principle I want to talk about, open people, don't close them. In other words, all that closing techniques that the timeshare salespeople use, it's great for selling timeshares. It's not going to duplicate in our business. One of the things I've discovered is the harder you close someone, the less they duplicate. And the less you close them, the more you just educate them, the more they duplicate. I mean it when I say this isn't really a sales business. I'm a terrible salesperson, but you know what I am? I'm a great marketer. There's a huge difference between sales and marketing. Sales is cold contacts, cold calls, pestering people, chasing after people. Marketing is creating gravity that brings people to you, using tools like the Ultimate Lifestyle booklet, like the videos, to intrigue people to say, hey, yeah, tell me more about this. And then you get them on a Be the Breakthrough presentation. Some of you tonight, that's how you got here. Somebody intrigued you. You looked at a Be the Breakthrough presentation, or you watched a Check It Out video, and then they told you, hey, we also do this Leadership Academy on Thursday nights, and we train our people on leadership skills and presentation skills, and sit in, and if you can see what the support is like, you can see how the business is done, and then you have a great idea on how to, if you'd want to do the business or not. So for you guys checking it out, I welcome you. I'm opening the curtain, taking you behind the scenes and showing you exactly what we do, so you really can make the best decision for you. And I'm following my own advice because I'm just educating you with information and then allowing you to make the right decision for you. And that's what's effective. So open people, don't close them. Give them enough information and let them make the right decision for you. Let me see how much time I got. All right, just a couple other things I also have some thoughts on our target, the demographic of the best people to become social entrepreneurs and share this movement of seed source nutrition around the world. Um, Offer to everyone, but you really want to start with the most busy, most ambitious, most successful people you know first. Those are the people that find the time to check things out. Those are the people with the open mind. And those are the people who understand leverage when they see it and they understand how they could unleash leverage. So look for those ambitious, successful people. In other words, you look for motivated people and try instead of trying to motivate unmotivated people. And finally, generations X, Y, Z, they're the sweet spot. Those are the people really moving the dial in our business right now because the traditional earning structure, the traditional economic system, it's just murdering those people figuratively. It's murdering their chance at financial freedom. A Gen Z person today needs such a bigger percentage of their income to go to school. They have such a bigger percentage of college debt. They need such a bigger percentage of their income to buy a house. Most of them can't afford to buy houses right now. The car payments are onerous. I mean, the transfer of money from the younger generations to the baby boomer generations, that gulf is bigger than ever. So that economic system, that economic model, it's not working for generation X, Y, and Z, and they know it. So we've got to show them rain because this is an economic model that works for them. And they really can then have a chance to build their dreams. All right, so I want to thank everybody who was on the presentation, the broadcast before me. Great job, guys. And I want to thank the team members around North America. Love your comments in the chat. Keep the energy up. And if you were here being invited, please get back with the person who invited you. Get any questions you have answered, and then lock in your spot. Lock it in before you go to bed tonight, because by the nature of the compensation structure, timing and positioning is very important. And right now we are launching Rain Generation 2.0 here in North America and around the world. So it really does behoove you to get started now. All right, thanks everyone. Have an amazing night, and we will see you all on Saturday for the Be the Breakthrough presentation. Love you guys. Peace.
Shine bright like a diamond.